Day 23. This is the penultimate day, which means second to last. I think that's what penultimate means. That's how I've always heard it. Today's build is. I was hoping it was an Ewok, because I know there's an Ewok in this set. I guess Ewok is tomorrow. But it's an Ewok Glider, so at least whenever the Ewok arrives, it'll have something to fly. Um, if I didn't know this was an Ewok Glider, I would. I don't know. I guess that still seems like a glider. I would think maybe it belongs to Da Vinci or something. Today's figure is a big one. I'll try not to go on too long about this one. This one's very important to me. And as opposed to the usual videos where I'm like, oh, well, this reminds me of this human being for this reason, this doesn't really remind me of another human being. This is just my own personal Star Wars thing. Uh, so today's video is my girl Rose. That's Rose. That's my girl Rose. Um, Now, before, uh, you know how I talked about the whole thing about, girls being underrepresented in toy lines and everything like that, and then Force Awakens came out and the whole hashtag Where's Rey, hashtag There's Rey, and suddenly people were aware that, toy line should have the female characters in it. Hasbro took the wrong lesson from that and made a million figures of Rose and her sister Paige. And you can still find Roses on the shelf because literally there's not that much of a Rose audience. And they just massively overproduced. And it's almost funny, but not overly. Rose is a very important character to me for a few reasons. The first being when I first found out about The Last Jedi, the follow up to Force Awakens, I knew that Poe and Finn, I was looking forward to more adventures of Poe and Finn because Poe and Finn are adorable together. Like anybody that watched Force Awakens knows that every time Poe and Finn were on screen together, they were adorable, they were a treat. We wanted a whole movie of just Poe and Finn. Uh, and instead, I found out before the movie came out that Poe was going to have his own adventure and Finn was going to have his own side quest with a new character named Rose. So I started off referring to Rose as Homewrecker Rose. Before the movie came out or anything, I jokingly referred to the character as Homewrecker Rose because she was separating my boys Poe and Finn. And the first figures I bought for Last Jedi were Luke, because there was no Luke in the Force Awakens line, and Rose, because I wanted that healing to begin early. I wanted to kind of take solace early. I'll start forgiving her now, before I even see the movie, for being a homewrecker. Then the movie came out. And when we first meet Rose, she's crying because she's just lost her sister. And she meets Finn, and she's immediately like taken aback by Finn in like a fangirly type way. You're the Finn. And I started getting this impression of the character. Oh, she's a mechanic. She's like a cute mechanic. She's like Kaylee from Firefly. This is great. This is nice. It's a nice, fun, naive mechanic character. Then she realizes that Finn was leaving and stuns him. My sister did not die for cowards. And I was like, oh, she means business. And then they do have their own home adventure. We learn more about her and her sister, who shared this necklace here. I took off her poncho so you could see that this is why I picked this specific Rose figure, because I like that this one has her necklace. They go off on their old adventure. Rose talks a lot about the injustices of the galaxy and the ugliness underneath and everything. And then at the end of the movie, whenever Finn's about to make his noble sacrifice, hopefully to save his friends, but it probably wouldn't have. It probably would have just gotten him killed, and that's it. She saves him, and he asks her why, and the quote was, "I saved you, dummy. That's how we're gonna win. Not fighting what we hate, saving what we love." And I was like, well, I love you, Rose. You are now my favorite character in this movie. It was just something so impactful about that phrase. That's how we're going to win, not fighting what we hate, by saving what we love. that I liked the character throughout the movie, but that pushed it over for me. I I love that message, and I love that character. It's and then the actress is great too. Like Kelly Marie Tran is a fantastic little actress. Like I've only seen her in this really, uh, and has Raya sort of, but just any interviews I've ever seen with her, she's just a lovely person, very joyous, very excitable. It's to the point where Kaylin likes referring to any actor or actress that I've made any references to as it's got your boy in it, it's got your girl in it, and I'll be like, who? And then she'll name some random person who I've mentioned once, and I'll be like, who? What? Okay, that's my girl or that's my boy. And one time we saw her in an episode of I want to say it was Adam Ruins Everything. It was one of those old comedy shows, like Adam Ruins Everything, Drunk History, one of those. And she popped up in that, and she was like, "Isn't that your girl?" And I immediately went, "That is my girl." Like that. Yep, Rose is my girl. Um, this one's actually not going to be as long as I thought. I put out all that information pretty quickly, but yeah, Rose is a very important character to me. Like I love this character. Um, and Saturday Live is on up there. They're playing Christmas things. It's weird. Uh, and I know she's a controversial character, which I've never really understood, but she is. And I'm sure this will end up being the one video that actually gets comments from people that don't want to save what they love. But, I mean, that's on them, I guess. Okay. Bye.